Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Geaux Stros. Coming at you live today from Hiroshima, Japan, for game number 4. The Royals being hosted by our Houston Astros at Minute Maid Park. It is 3:08 in the morning for me. Very, very early or late, however you want to look at it. Either way, I feel the same. A little difficult for me to be up at this time, but I believe after this game is over, I am going to be able to go back to sleep for a couple of hours, maybe 3 hours if I'm lucky, before I head to the city for my doctor's appointment today. So, hopefully, luckily for you guys, I'm able to be here for the entire game to do the live play-by-play. This will be the first 4-game series, I think, that I've been able to do all 4 games. I'm just looking forward to that. The Astros, despite some iffy play at times, have managed to give me 3 straight wins. Give us 3 straight wins. It might be sweeping this game today. We sure will see. We've seen some heroes step up. We've seen some guys really do a phenomenal job. The Astros starting pitchers have really been lighting it up. The batters have been pulling through when they needed it. Most notably, in my opinion, Jose Altuve with his walk-off a couple of days ago. It's all good stuff. Absolutely loving all of it. Right now we've got about 10 people already following along. Thank you so much for being here today. Ronel Blanco is warming up on the mound right now as we speak. Tommy Pham will be the first batter for the Royals. He's walking up to the plate as we speak. Sweet Richard said Houston has a day off Tuesday in the middle of a 3-game series with the Reds. Yes, that's right. That is correct. And that's good for me because during the week I have classes. The very first pitch to Tommy Pham is in there for strike 1. Good start for Blanco. Here comes the next pitch. This one's hit out to right center. That's going to float over and be taken care of by Jay Myers. Out number 1. I'll get some previews set up for you guys in just a moment. I'm trying to make myself some coffee. Do some multitasking. Bobby Wiff Jr. comes up to the plate. He actually has not had a good series versus the Astros. He did have a home run yesterday late in the game. But other than that, he hasn't done much of anything. 2 straight balls to good old Bobby. 1 out, no runners on. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. High fastball in there for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Let's see if Ronel Blanco can turn him into Bobby Wiff Jr. Yusei did that a couple of times yesterday. And it looks like it might be ball 3, and it is. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. 95 miles an hour in there, fouled away. The count is full. I'm going to have to pause that for a few seconds. There we go. That's my preview screen I've set up for you guys. The next pitch is in the dirt, so second batter of the game, Whiff Jr., gets a walk. Astros are going to have a base run in the very first inning with one out. If I'm not mistaken, Yusei Kikuchi didn't have a single walk yesterday. Michael Massey is at the plate now with one out, one runner on, top of the first. First pitch to him is high and outside for ball one. Wow, man, I really filled up that cup of coffee. The thing about this pour over is unless you're using a see-through cup, you can't see where the water level is. Next pitch. Ooh, a little high. That'll be ball two. From the last batter to this one, Blanco has tossed a lot of balls. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. That one's in the dirt. 3 balls. 3 straight balls to Michael Massey. So Ronel Blanco is threatening to load, or not load the bases, but threatening to put another runner on with just one out. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Probably going to be taking it. He does. 94 right down the gut. Inside the outside corner. Inside the outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the next pitch from Blanco as he gets set. This one's hit straight up. Massey throws his bat down immediately. Jordan comes in, calls off Pena, takes the catch. Out number 2. Jordan in left field today. Jose Altuve, my personal hero. Just thinking about Altuve puts a smile on my face. He is in the DH spot today at the leadoff position. He will not be in the field. Salvador Perez comes to the plate, and he's brushed back with a high fastball from Blanco. 93 miles an hour on that one. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 86 miles an hour on the outside. A little bit of a slider. Count is even 1-1. 2 outs. Whiff Jr. on first base. Oh, that's hot. Here comes a pitch. Outside in the dirt. Little check swing. He's safe on that one. Didn't go. Seemed almost useless to ask the first base umpire. Seemed really obvious he did not swing, but I guess you never know. Maybe the umpire will give you one. 2 balls, 1 strike to Salvador Perez. Here comes the pitch from Blanco. Foul back. Strike 2, that evens the count. Let's check the live feed right quick. Do have several messages that I haven't had a chance to respond to yet. Get to those in just a moment. Appreciate you guys being here, liking the video, leaving comments, and of course subscribing. Blanco steps off the rubber for a moment. Rush plays, says, I'm going today, I'll run the bases. Oh, really cool. I'm at Minute Maid Park. Woo, enjoy the game, man. I'll be there for a long time. I hope you enjoy it, man. Blanco pitches that one in there, but it's fouled away. Count remains 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Blanco. High fastball. Doesn't get him to go. That'll be ball 3, another full count. This is the 20th pitch of the first inning for Blanco. Too far inside, it's going to be a walk. It's another man on for Blanco and the Astros here in the top of the first. 2 walks. Isn't that funny? Wow. They've got a poll right now. Which pitcher for the Astros should be the starter of the month of August? That's a difficult question. First pitch to MJ Melendez is high and outside for yet another ball. Blanco just throwing way too many balls right now. He needs to lock it down. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Curveball on the inside, fouled away at the plate. Count is 1-1. I'm going to have to go with Kikuchi. Kikuchi's game yesterday was awesome. This one is hit down the third baseline foul. It's going to float out of play about 15 feet. A good 15 feet into the crowd. Whitcomb playing third base today. He's not able to get over to it. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Blanco. Ground ball to the right side. Singleton gets it, tosses it to Blanco at first for the third out. So Astros come away with the third out. No damage done, but 2 walks by Blanco. Took him about 22 pitches or so to get out of that inning. A little bit of work for Blanco in the first. All right, guys, let's talk about the Astros lineup. Let's see what they've got today. They've got a couple of changes. And by the way, just so you know, Yuli Gurriel is in the lineup today for the Kansas City Royals. I kid you not. He's batting 7th in the DH spot. Excuse me. Sorry about that. That is absolutely hilarious. But I'm glad to see him back. I heard that they actually had some kind of tribute video for him in Minute Maid Park. That's awesome. Altuve, of course, like I mentioned earlier, is going to be leading off in the DH spot. Dubon is playing second base for him today. Alvarez will be batting second, playing in left field. Diaz at catcher today, batting third, followed by Jeremy Pena. Ben Gamel in right field. Singleton, who's at first. Jake Myers in center. Shea Whitcomb at third base. And Dubon at second. So the Astros shuffling their guys around a little bit in order to give their players a little bit of a rest. Altuve has kind of a half day. He doesn't have to play the field. But he's got batting duty. And speaking of that, Altuve is walking up to the batter's box right now. The crowd is cheering. I grew up really being a big fan of Glenn Davis, the Big Bopper. But Jose Altuve has become my favorite player of all time. First pitch to him, he swings and he bounces it down the third base line to the third baseman, and he's thrown out at first. Just like that. One real quick out. One pitch, one out. And brings up Yordan Alvarez. Here's the first pitch by Alec Marsh, who's on the mound for the Royals. Another swing on the first pitch by Alvarez. He fouls that back. Apparently it's dog day at Minute Maid Park. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Fouled back again, 93 in the top part of the zone. Strike 2 on Alvarez. It almost seems like a disaster to have so many dogs in the stadium at one time. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That one's hit hard to the right side, but not too difficult for the second baseman, who picks it up, throws Jordan out at first. Out number 2. Astros not getting any base runners so far. Yainer Diaz comes to the plate, batting .298 for the season. Here comes the first pitch to Diaz. Right on the outside corner, 96 miles an hour, strike 1. Oh, next pitch. Ooh, that was close. Come on now. The ump liked that. That was in the very bottom part of the zone. Just barely clipped the bottom part of the zone. Strike 2, 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, gosh. Come on, Yainer. Yainer, I don't even have words to say. Just, Yainer did that too much yesterday. Just tossing his bat out there at junk. Looking like a noob. Strike 3, out 3. Astros do nothing. Absolutely nothing in that inning. 2 ground outs and a pitiful strikeout by Yainer Diaz. The Royals pitcher making him look like a fool in that one. And he did that a couple of times yesterday, actually. The Royals pitcher yesterday was looking really good into the 6th inning. Then the Astros lit him up. Alec Marsh is, I would say, with a 4.64 ERA, he's not necessarily the guy that I would expect to be mowing down the Astros today. So I expect more from the Astros bats. Let's check in with the live chat. Sweet Richard retracted a message. Okay. DeLion, good to see you. Welcome back. Let's go. Yes, let's go. Philip Castillo says he's acting like a first baseman. By the way, I have my LSU jersey on today with my Astros hat, and that's because it's opening day for the LSU Tigers. They've got their first game against USC in about 5 hours or so. I am not going to be able to call that game today. This is sad. They're showing a kid. I mean, it's good, but it's sad. They're showing this kid that is undergoing chemotherapy. He has cancer as a child. I'm 49 and I'm fighting cancer, and it has not been fun. Good luck, kid. Good luck. That's all I can say. I wish you the best. Freddie Fermin is up to the plate. First pitch to him is right in there for strike 1. Here comes the next pitch. Hit out to right field. It floats over. Gamble makes a good running catch. That's going to be out number 1. He read that one just right. Good old Gamble. Oh, I think I need to change the base runners. Or no, I changed them. Pena. That's funny. People in the crowd have Pena. You see that? Pena? All right, guys. Guess who's at the plate right now? It's Yuli Gurriel with the really short hair, apparently. I recognize that swing. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch is fouled away just now. Oh, man, everybody's fighting for that ball. Everyone's fighting for the Yuli Gurriel foul ball. 1-1 is the count. Here comes a pitch from Blanco. Swing and a foul tip for strike 2. And that's a very unique swing. You can tell it's Gurriel. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on the inside corner. Strikeout. Out number 2. The first strikeout for Blanco. And at the hands of Yuli. You know, it's funny because when I was in China, one of my students, a girl, her name was Yuli. First pitch to the next batter, Michael Garcia, is a ball. Oh no, Yuli still does have the crazy hair. He just took his helmet off. I almost said hat. Hilarious. Ball 2 in there to Garcia, 2-0 with 2 outs and no runners on. Here comes the next pitch. Just barely outside. Ball 3. 3 straight balls by Blanco. So after getting 2 quick outs, Blanco comes right back with 3 straight balls. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Right in the bottom part of the zone. 95 miles an hour. Strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Hey, Pam, welcome. Thank you for being here today. I know the game was a little earlier, but I'm glad that you're able to be free to be here. That ball's fouled away by Garcia. Count is now full, 3-2. 2 outs, no runners on. Here in the top of the second, here comes the full count pitch. That one's hit hard out to the right field, but into the stands. Count remains full. Here comes the next 3-2 pitch. That one's grounded to Pena. He scoops it up, fires over to first, and no problem. Out number 3. 1-2-3. So after a rough start in the first with a couple of walks, Blanco is able to put away the batters 1-2-3 with a fly out, a strikeout, and a ground out. So Blanco runs for the cycle. He gets the cycle, the pitching cycle, at the top of the second. Coming up for the Astros in the bottom of the second, Jeremy Pena, Ben Gamel, and John Singleton. Let's take a look. Here, my garden is doing good. Lots of stuff. What kind of stuff are you growing in your garden? Do you have like a vegetable garden, or is it flowers, or what are you growing there? Are you growing something extra special? Herbs, maybe? About 17 people following along right now. Thanks so much for being here. Really glad to see you guys here today. Already 13 likes on the live stream. Thank you so much for that. If you are able and haven't done so already, please click the like button on the video. Getting the live stream up to 20 likes helps out a lot, because for some reason, when it gets up to 20, YouTube tends to show it to a lot more people. They have like these levels of exposure as your live feed and your likes and your viewers increase. What in the world is going on? I keep hearing some strange sounds from through my headphones from my computer, but I don't know why. It sounds like the kind of sound you hear whenever something comes unplugged or is plugged in. Pena takes the first pitch for ball 1 while I'm trying to figure out this nonsense with my computer. Next pitch is on the inside corner, and a check swing. They say he went. That'll be strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Alec Marsh on the mound for the Royals. Jeremy Pena at the plate. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Hit foul off his foot. That'll be strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. No outs, no runners on. Bottom of the second. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch in the dirt. Ball 2. Count is even. Philip says peppers and tomatoes and stuff. That sounds good. You can make your own sauce with that stuff. Salsa. Charles says great job sharing game and your insights on the Stros. This one's hit hard, way out to right field and into the stands by Pena. Straighten that one out, man. Pull that one hard to the left field. That's what I want to see. Put that one in the Crawford boxes. Here comes another 2-2 pitch from Marsh. Oh, Pena goes down on a terrible pitch just like Diaz did. Way outside and low. Garbage pitch. Pena strikes out. We really needed Pena to be on base as the leadoff batter, and he let us down. That brings up Ben Gamel. Charles, thank you so much for your comments. I'm just glad to be able to be here and do it. First pitch to Ben Gamel is outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 1 out, no runners on. Here comes the second pitch. Gamel takes that one. That one was low, just outside the zone, but called strike 1. Umpire liking those low pitches for some reason. That one, questionable. The count is even nonetheless. What can we do about it? Nothing, I tell you. Absolutely nothing. Except change the umpires with AI. That would be helpful. That pitch is high. Ball 2. 2-1 is the count against Ben Gamel. Here comes the pitch. Another curveball. That one right in the zone. 82 miles an hour. 2-2 is the count. Got to swing at that kind of stuff, Gamel. Ben Gamel sounds like the name of a comic book character. That pitch is fouled off. Curveball in the inside corner. Not sure exactly what Gamel was doing there. He dropped his bat and had to go get it. Apparently the foul ball hit his front foot, so he walked it off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ben Gamel, who became a superhero after an accidental toxic spill in Houston, Texas, grounds the ball to the first baseman, who takes it himself and puts Gamel away. That will be the second out of the inning as he grounds to first. Sorry about that, I was just being silly, but yeah. Well, with that out at first base, Salvador Perez has now officially become the arch enemy of superhero Ben Gamel. 2 outs now. Astros have made no threats so far to get on base. John Singleton comes to the plate. The first pitch to him is a high fastball, a little outside. Ball 1. 11 home runs for John Singleton. 10 of those have been against right-handed pitchers, and Marsh happens to be a right-handed pitcher. Little outside, 94 miles an hour, another ball. 2-0. Singleton just waiting for that pitch to put out of the park, right? I surely hope so. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Curveball right in the top of the zone for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to John Single McSingleton. We need Altuve to play. Yeah, Pam, he is playing. He's just not in the field. Wow, that one was high, out of the zone, 86 miles an hour, called strike two. This umpire is calling stuff out of the zone today. Below the zone, above the zone. He's all over the place. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That's in the dirt. Check swing. Did he go? They say he didn't. That was close. Could have been strike three. It looked like it was. As it stands, full count. John McSingleton. Here comes the 3-2 pitch to him. Fouled back. Count remains 3-2. Three balls, two strikes. Here comes the pitch. Oh my gosh. Well, that was close enough to swing at, Singleton. That umpire, man. It's strike three on the lower inside part of the plate. That'll be it for the Astros this inning. So nothing doing. In the top of the first, the Royals had two base runners due to walks. Astros did nothing. In the top of the second, the Royals did nothing. And neither did the Astros. We are through 2 innings, once again, of no-hit ball. Starting off as another pitcher's duel. I really don't care too much for pitcher's duels. It's okay if the Astros, it's more than okay if the Astros are pitching really well. But I just can't stand it when the Astros are not hitting, especially when they're facing a guy with an ERA of about 4.5. That is something I don't get. They haven't even gotten a runner on base, neither with a hit nor a walk. We've got about 22 people watching right now. Be sure to like the video, guys. If I've got 22 people watching, I'm hoping that I can get at least 20 likes. That would help me out very much, very much. So thank you very, very much. Live stream yesterday, despite having over 1,100 views, which is excellent. So far, my record is almost 1,500. I think it's 1,498. I almost broke 1,500 on a Phillies live stream. And that's my highest so far. Yesterday was over 1,100, which is actually pretty high considering that it didn't seem like there were many people hanging around for the game the whole time. Like right now we've got 23 according to my analytics. First pitch to Kyle Isbell is in there for strike one. Isbell has caused the Astros a little bit of headaches with his ridiculous opposite field hits in this series. He fouls that one off to the left side. Speaking of opposite field, that will be strike two. The highest strikeout, guys, the highest strikeout percentages by any pitcher in MLB. Spencer Arrighetti and Yusei Kikuchi are in the top 3. Isbell strikes out. Nice pitch by Blanco, picking up another strikeout there in the first out of the inning. 3-pitch strikeout. Here comes the first pitch to Tommy Pham. That's a strike in there. Pham's arrival to the Royals is still so new that his picture on the screen still shows him with the Cardinals. That next pitch is in there. Wow, another strike. 86 miles an hour by Blanco. That was a nice one. Right in the bottom of the zone. 0-3 pitch. Looked like a sweeper outside. He takes that one for ball one. 1-2. Here comes the pitch. High fastball, just barely misses the corner. Ball two. Come on, Blanco, don't play around, man. That was close, but you need a good pitch. 88 miles an hour in the bottom of the zone. Fouls it at the plate. Pham stays alive. 2-2. Count remains. One out, 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Wow, that one's way high. Almost 2 feet out of the zone. Diaz telling Blanco to calm down. Full count. Don't lose this guy. Strike him out. Just strike him out. That's right up the middle. That's going to be a base hit, the first base hit of the game. Pena dives but can't get over to it. And just like that, it goes from a 0-2 count to a full count to a base hit. Pham is on base. First hit of the game for either team here in the top of the third. 1 out base runner as Pham advances to first, and that brings up Bobby Wift Jr., who walked his last at bat. His first pitch, swing and fouled back for strike one. 93 miles an hour on that pitch. Oh and 1 with 1 out, 1 runner on. Here's the pitch from Blanco. That one's high and outside for ball 1. The count is even. Looks like they might have been looking for a steal that time, or a steal attempt by Pham. This will be the 50th pitch for Blanco. Here comes, that one's hit hard to left field, but it's going to be playable by Myers and Yordan. Yordan takes it, no problem, brings it into second base. That'll be out number 2. Runner stays at first. Wift Jr. gets too much underneath that one. Skies it to center. 2 outs. Runner on first. That brings up Michael Massey. Here comes the first pitch to Massey. A little high and outside. 80 miles an hour. Ball 1. Last at bat, Michael Massey had a fly out. 1-0 is the count. Long delay by Blanco. He steps off the mound, throws over to first. Nothing doing there. Just a kind of a lazy throw over to Singleton. Runner gets back. Whip. Yeah. Nothing too serious there. Just a little break. A little, hey, I see you over there. 1 ball, no strikes. Here comes the pitch to Massey. Swing and a miss. Foul tip into Diaz's glove. 1-1 is the count. Blanco comes set. He's got the call. Here comes the pitch. Fouled back. Diaz gives a little clap in his glove. It looked cute. It looked like a anime clap. You got to see this. Look at the clap by Diaz after this pitch. Doop doop doop. That was funny. Strike 2, guys. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch from Ronel Blanco to Michael Massey. Another foul ball, 94 miles an hour. Diaz giving the nod of approval to Ronel Blanco. That's what I want. That's what I like. That's the way I like to see it. Nod, nod, nod. Little claps, little nods. Diaz is so animated back there. Here comes the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. He bounces that one down the first base line. It's foul. Singleton grabs it and tosses it out into the crowd. Nothing doing there. Ichi no ni. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Michael Massey at the plate. Ronel Blanco with the 1-2 pitch. Ooh, curveball. Almost in the dirt. He doesn't get him to bite. So that's going to be 2-2 with that pitch. I haven't yet put on my compression socks today. I've got issues with my leg swelling because of the cancer tumor. It's not feeling very comfortable. I might have to put that on later. Next pitch, high in the zone, 94 miles an hour. Fouled away again. Count remains 2-2. The crowd is just now showing some life and cheering and stuff. Why did they wait until now to do that? They could have done that a couple of pitches ago. 2-2. 2 outs. Here comes a pitch. Hit to center field. Myers is underneath it, no problem. It's a shallow fly ball, and he puts it away. Just like that. Out number 3. One base runner after the first hit of the game, but no big deal for the Astros. They get the third out via fly ball. Good job by Blanco getting out of the inning. We have 3 innings of 1 hit, no run ball for Ronel Blanco. Astros coming to the plate in the bottom of the batting order, the very bottom of the batting order, hoping to do something here. First 6 batters in a row have been retired by Alec Marsh, but he has not yet faced the powerhouse that is Jake Myers, coming to the plate with his industry-leading .228 batting average. This powerhouse will be followed up by yet another titan of the plate, known as Shea Whitcomb, batting an equally impressive .250. And as if that wasn't enough already to complete the trio of monster damage, we have Mauricio Dubon batting an absolutely stellar .255. These guys probably have Alec Marsh shaking in his pitching boots. Let's take a look at the chat right quick, see if there's anything interesting going on. Since there's nothing going on in the game much, I'm trying to make it interesting. Y'all hit the like button. We have 24 here. Yes, great. Thank you so much for the extra help, Pam. I appreciate that. Absolutely. First 3 games have been shutouts. Shutouts? Well, no, the Royals have managed to score. They definitely have managed to score. Game 1 was 6-3. Game 2, 3-2, and yesterday 5-2. So the Royals have scored in every game. There hasn't been a shutout. Okay, Marsh is already pitching to Myers. Myers has the Myers count already with that latest pitch. It's 0-2. Apparently I missed the first pitch. Way to go, me. 0-2, the Myers count to Jake Myers. Here comes the next pitch. Oh my gosh, 87 miles an hour on the outside corner, barely called a ball. Myers got so lucky right there. Look at that. That should have been strike 3. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Wow, that one's above the zone. Ball 2. So the count is even. We have an even Myers count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jake Myers leading it off. This is the 31st pitch by Marsh. Whoa, he brushes Myers back with a 95-mile-per-hour heater. Full count. Myers comes back from the Myers count to the full count. This could be the Astros' first base runner if he gets a walk. Nope. 95 miles an hour, right in the zone, swing and a miss, of course. Of course. We can't have a base runner now, can we? They're showing dogs on the screen. There's Alex Bregman's dog. Shea Whitcomb is at the plate, and not one to be shown up by Jake Myers. He decides to swing and miss at the first pitch. Strike one. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That one is a good foot outside the edge of the zone. Ball one. The count is now even. One ball, one strike. This is the 35th pitch for Alec Marsh. Another one outside the zone. Ball two, 2-1. Two and one is the count with one out, no runners on here in the bottom of the third. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. This one's hit way high out to right field. The second baseman is out to get it. He's got it. And that's it. 2 outs. That's it for Shea Whitcomb. He flies out. Shallow right field. Astros still not threatening to do anything. We haven't even had a base runner. Not so much as a walk or a hit by pitch. Come on, Dubon, stick your elbow out there. Get hit or something. Dubon is at the plate. Here comes the first pitch. He hits it right up the middle. It's a really slow roller, and it's going to be a hit. Excellent. I think that's going to be considered a hit. Whiff Jr. is not able to handle it. But it's looking like they're going to give him an error. Whiff Jr. is not able to handle that one cleanly. It wasn't for sure. Whoops, sorry. I still have a base runner on. Thank you, Dubon, for correcting that for me. They're not gonna give Dubon a hit there. That brings up my hero, Jose Altuve. First pitch to him is a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside corner, 86 miles an hour. Taken for strike two, man. That's disappointing. 2 outs, 1 runner on first. And 0-2 is the count against Altuve. Come on, Altuve. Now's when we need a really good hit. Come on. He swings that one, pokes it foul down the first base side. It floats out into the crowd harmlessly. Souvenir for some lucky fan. Come on, Altuve from Japan. Feel my love. Take my love and use it as your strength. He hits that one into left field. Is it going to drop? No. A great catch. A nice sliding catch by the left fielder at the last moment. Man, he dug up some turf that time. That's going to leave quite a divot. Altuve tries to poke one in, but it just floats too far. That's going to be out number 3. So that ends the threat for the Astros. Dubon with the very first base runner, but the Astros, Altuve sadly in particular, strands him on base. And by the way, they did rule that play by Whiff Jr. as an error rather than a base hit. They're going to say that he had an opportunity to throw him out, or he should have been able to throw him out at first. And since he did not scoop up the ball, they ruled it an error. So Dubon does not get a hit. I'm sad that Dubon does not get a hit, but at the same time, I have to say I'm okay with the call because, in my opinion, it wasn't that hard of a play. I mean, a running scoop and throw, I can do those. I'm not bragging. I mean, I seriously can do those. Why? Because I played many games, and I'm not an MLB player. Actually, when I was playing in Tokyo a few years ago, before I got sick, a friend of mine let me borrow his glove, and I didn't really have the money to buy an actual fielder's glove. So this glove, he's from Taiwan. He's not as big as I am. So his glove was like a child on my hand. It was a very small glove. It was difficult to get it on, and then the glove itself was very small. It was like a little pitcher's glove or something. But it was either use that or try to find a way to buy a glove. And I decided, I can't afford to buy a glove. So I used it. And I made a few plays just like that Whiff Jr. just missed. And he's much better than I am with a bigger glove, so I'm okay with that being an error. I gave you all that story just to say that. Salvador Perez comes to the plate. He swings at the first one, fouls it off. Second pitch, he fouls off. 0-2, just like that. Let's see if Blanco can blank him. Yep. Oh, no. Foul tip, but Diaz can't hang on to it. So that's going to be another 0-2 pitch. Almost a strikeout right there. Zero no ichi. 0-2. 0-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch from Blanco. Another swing. This is tapped just past the mound to Dubon at second base, who fires over to first to get the out. No problem. A little tap, tap, taparoo. One away, and MJ Melendez comes to the plate. Here comes the pitch. A little outside, 93 miles an hour. That'll be ball one. Good call by the ump there, not expanding the zone, but if he's going to give it to them, he should be giving it to us too. Another one outside the zone, ball two. I've got my weak cup of coffee going. It's still dark outside here. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Ball in the dirt, ball three. 3 straight balls to Melendez. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Melendez acting like a weirdo. He pretended like he was going to throw his bat and try to get a walk. Umpire looked at him like, "What are you doing?" And then he laughed. He smiled about that. He knew he was messing around, but that one is a ball, and that'll be ball 4. That one is a walk. High pitch. I finally remember to take the base runner off, and then I have to put it right back on. Melendez draws the walk, the one-out walk. Freddie Vermin comes up to the bat. First pitch is inside. He almost gets hit. He kind of keeps his arms out there. Tries to let it hit him a little bit. Doesn't quite get him. 1-0. 5 straight balls by Blanco, I believe. Oh, man. So Melendez is in the hot box. They've got him in the hot box right now. Pena just chases him down. I love how Pena has this strategy. Every time somebody gets in the hot box with Pena, he just comes over and chases him down. Look at this. So Singleton tosses it to Pena, and he just chases him down. Hilarious. Out number 2. The bases are now clear again, thanks to our resident speedster, the Flash, Jeremy Pena. Nice pickoff move by Blanco. Look at that. Look at that speed. 2 balls and 1 strike to Freddie Fermin. He fouls that one off for strike 1. 2-1. Here comes the pitch. Fouled back and away into the crowd. Count is now 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Blanco. High fastball, 95 miles an hour, just out of the zone. Fermin acted like he wanted to swing, but was able to hold up. And that's gonna be a full count. And with that high pitch, that'll be ball 4. Another walk for Blanco. His 4th walk of the day, guys. Out of the zone again. So many missed opportunities. Blanco just can't seem to stop walking batters. That brings up Yuli Gurriel, guys, with a runner on and 2 outs. First pitch is high, 81 miles an hour. One ball, no strikes to Gurriel. Here comes the pitch. This one's fouled straight up and away and back into the crowd. That'll be strike 1. Count is now even. Here comes the 1-1 count. This one's hit high, center field. Myers should be able to get under it. He does, and he puts it away for out number 3. Gurriel goes down for the 2nd time, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. No problem. Despite 2 walks, Blanco is once again able to get out of the inning, and no damage done. This game is still tied with a couple of goose eggs. The Royals with 1 hit, 1 error. The Stros with no hits, no errors. 0-0. Man. Pitchers duels, man. Pitchers duels. Let's take a look at the chat. Anything going on here? Need to remove first base front. Yeah. Yes, I do. That's true. Thank you for that. I do need to do that. Awesome. There we go. Oh my God, we need to get another pitcher out there. Not quite yet. I mean, he's walking too many guys, but he's doing all right. Sweet Richard says, who they got warming up? Nobody. Nobody warming up right now. No need to warm up anybody yet. Blanco is walking too many guys. He's walked 4, but he's been able to get out of it. I mean, he's pitched 4 innings, and I think it was the first inning he walked 2. In the 2nd and 3rd, he was all good. And then the 4th, the top of the 4th, he walked 2. So, no red flags yet. He hasn't given up any runs. He only has given up 1 hit. He's all good. Most league leaders, most seasons of 170 plus OPS through age 27. Yordan Alvarez is tied for 4th on that list right now, with Mickey Mantle, of all people. Can you believe that? Pretty amazing. First pitch to Alvarez. Outside for ball 1. High and outside. Yordan did ground out in the 1st inning. But in this inning, he homers. Right, Yordan? Let's see. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This is hit hard to right field. Are you kidding me? I just called it. I kid you not. I just called that. Look at this. I'm going to show it to you. I just called Yordan's home run. Here it comes. The very 2nd pitch. There it goes. It's gone. I just called Yordan's home run. That's awesome. He's got the home run in Minute Maid Park, and he breaks the hitless game for the Astros and the scoreless game with 1 swing. 1-0. Yordan Alvarez gives the Astros the lead in the bottom of the 4th with my called home run shot. Wow. That's absolutely amazing. Yes, Pam, amazing. That's exactly what I was thinking. Awesome, awesome, awesome. A little bit of love between Jordan and Pena on that one. Yainer Diaz now at the plate. He had one robbed from him yesterday late in the game that was caught above the fence. On the 0-1 pitch, there's another pitch to Diaz on the outside corner for strike 2. Man, that was a good pitch. Look at the placement of this pitch. Man. 0-2 to Diaz with no outs. Here comes the pitch. That one's way outside. One ball, two strikes. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Diaz. That one's in the dirt for ball 2, 2-2. Marsh just a couple pitches away from his 50th pitch of the game. Astros and the Royals now have one hit each, but the Astros have a run on the board. The big 1-0 lead for the Stros right now. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Marsh. Man, Diaz goes after a wild pitch. He chases that one, and he fouls it away to stay alive. That's funny. Jordan was asking for a ball. This is hilarious. Look at this highlight here. Jordan's asking for a ball, a game ball. And they go give him one. Funny. And while we're talking about that, Diaz strikes out. Strike 3. He does strike out on a terrible pitch after all. Showing the highlights again of that Alvarez home run. He dug that one out. That's funny though. Pena taps it to third. They fire to first, and that'll be out number 3, or out number 2 rather. I like how Jordan watches the ball to make sure this time it's going out. Yeah. Yeah, they're talking about why he was acting so happy about that. Look at that. That's funny. These guys are awesome. I love the camaraderie in the clubhouse. Ben Gamel's at the plate. First pitch to him is high for ball 1. 2 outs, no runners on. Diaz and Pena going down. Diaz with a terrible strikeout again, and Pena with the ground out. Gamel has the 1-0 count. That ball is outside for ball 2. How awesome would it be for Gamel to add another one out to right field? Here comes the 2-0 pitch. That one's inside, ball 3. Well, he's got the green light now. If that ball is anywhere near the strike zone, once again, Gamel could just let her rip and go for another long ball. That one's low in the zone. Strike 1. The count's 3-1. Probably best to take that one. Not a really good ball to be swinging at. It was too low. Here comes the 3-1 pitch to Gamel. Curveball just outside. That's going to be a walk. Astros now have another base runner. Good eye by Gamel. Good at bat. There was nothing worth swinging at in that at bat. Even the one called strike was low. John McSingleton comes to the plate. He struck out his last at bat. Here comes the first pitch. He fouls that one back. Strike 1. I believe that's 29 home runs for Jordan right now? I believe it's 29. Little foul back there. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to McSingleton. That one's hit right down the first baseline, just foul. Probably a good thing the first baseman was hugging the line. That gives him the Myers count, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Single McSingleton at the plate facing Alec Marsh. Here's the pitch in the dirt. 82 miles an hour. And that, my friend, is a ball. 1-2. Let's take a look at the live chat. Anything I got going on here? Not right now. Got 34 listening in. Thank you so much, guys. Well, with 34 people, there's no reason why I shouldn't have 4 more likes. Give me to 20, guys. I need 20 likes. Right now, I've got 16. Help me out. Help me out. 1-2 versus Singleton. Here's the pitch from Marsh. That's hit hard. That could be gone. It is, guys. I kid you not. Single McSingleton comes through with another home run to right field. He does it. He puts one out. Big John with the bat flip. No, he didn't do the bat flip. Not this time. He held on to the bat. I guess he learned his lesson yesterday. John Singleton actually did a bat flip yesterday, and the ball was just a fly out to right field. I guess he was hesitant to do the bat flip today. It's 3-0 Astros. Good timing on that home run with a runner on base, with Ben Gamel on base. Big John Single McSingleton makes it a homer McHomerton. 3-0 Stros. Breaking it open finally here in the 4th inning. No big bat flip from John that time. That brings up Jake Myers. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. I think I can take Ben Gamel off first base now. Good job, Single McSingleton with the homer. That next pitch is out of the zone for ball 1. Myers avoiding the Myers count. One ball, 1 strike to Jake Myers. Myers bounces this one to third. Garcia fills it at third, makes the long throw to first, and that will be out number 3, but not before the Astros put 3 runs on the board, courtesy of the long ball from Yordan Alvarez and John Singleton. How do you like that? 3-0 Astros. Finally, the Astros break through. I've been waiting for them to do that. I just didn't feel like this pitcher had the strength to do too much against the Astros bats. And the Astros have been really quiet until the bottom of the 4th. With 1 walk and 2 hits, the Astros lead 3-0 over the Kansas City Royals in Game 4. Anything going on in the chat? Sweet Richard says Tucker back next week. Yeah, that is the plan. Tucker seems to think that it will be either the Reds series or right after that. That is basically what he said, so I'm hoping that he's right. My live stream is now up to 18 likes, guys. Thank you so much. I'm still 2 away from 20 right now. That's my goal. I'm now at 120 subscribers. Thank you so much. Yesterday morning when I got up, I was at 109, and I've added 11 since then. I appreciate it very, very much. Just so you know, I am in Hiroshima, Japan. I attend Japanese language classes. I am under a student visa. So 5 days a week, I have to go to class in the morning. Unfortunately, I cannot choose to take the afternoon class. It's decided for me based on my level. And since I'm still kind of a beginner in Japanese, I have to take these morning classes, and so I can't always do the Astros games during the weekdays. But when I'm not going to school, I'm either doing this for you guys, or I'm teaching online, or I'm going to the hospital for cancer treatments and medicine. And that's where I'm actually going later today. When I finish this, I'm going to get a nap, and then I get up and go to Hiroshima City for my monthly checkup. So you can pray for me, send me some well wishes, like the video, subscribe. All of those things are okay. First pitch to Garcia is in there for strike 1. The next pitch is outside for ball 1. 1-1 is the count against Michael Garcia. Blanco quickly goes into the pitch. Third pitch. Wow, that one was generous. A little low and outside, but the umpire liked it. That'll be strike 2. 1-2 is the count. Here's the next pitch. Low and away. You see that one right there? Man. Well, at least he gave it to us. He's not just giving it to the Royals. 2 balls, 2 strikes with that pitch, that last pitch. Here comes the even pitch. Bounced to Dubon at second. He gets on a big hop. Fires to Singleton. That was a funny catch by Dubon. He kind of hopped on that one. He jumped up. Look at this catch by Dubon. It looks like he hopped when he caught it. Boop. That was funny looking. Dubon in his amazing yellow shoes. 1 away. Kyle Isbell comes to the plate. Here's the first pitch. In the Doit. Ball 1. Kyle Isbell's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout, but man, he has caused issues with the Astros with opposite field hits in this series. Next pitch is in there for strike 1. The count is even. Blanco quickly moving into the next one. A swing and a miss for strike 2. 80 miles an hour on that pitch. 84 pitches now for Blanco. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out, no runners on. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, inside, 89 miles an hour. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Do I have those 20 likes yet? Let me refresh the page and see. Still at 18, guys. Help me out. 32 people watching. Give me 2 likes. Give me 2 likes. 2 more likes. Give me to 20. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Grounded down the first base side. Singleton with amazing diving catch and the terrible toss to Blanco, so he's not able to get it. But what an amazing catch by John Singleton. Look at this, guys. It was almost a perfect play. Beautiful catch by Singleton and a terrible toss. So close to being a highlight play. So close. Singleton with the home run, the 2-run home run, and then the awesome defensive play, but just couldn't complete it with a good flip. Look at this. Boom, boom. Looking awesome, looking awesome, looking... No! So that's going to be a 1-out base runner. Yiner takes a little break by walking out to the mound. He wants to give Blanco a little break after having to sprint over to first base. 1 out, 1 runner on first. That brings up Tommy Pham. Here's the first pitch from Blanco. That first pitch is just outside. A little check swing, but he doesn't go. That'll be ball 1. Ooh, he went around on that one. 86 miles an hour in the outside corner. Swing and a whiff. The count is even, 1-1. It's a nice pitch by Blanco. 1-1, here's the pitch. That one is about a foot out of the zone. 94 miles an hour. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Blanco gets the call he wants. Comes set. A little bit of a pause. Here's the delivery. Wow. Low, but called strike 2. Pham is shaking his head at that one. I can understand why. I wouldn't have liked it myself, but you know what? They've called him against us. They can call him against you, I suppose. 2-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Hit up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. Myers is in to get it, so Isbell's going to be held at second. But that one just out of reach of Pena and Dubon. Right up the middle. Couldn't have been more perfect between Blanco and Dubon. Royals now have runners on first and second with 1 out. Taylor Scott is warming up in the bullpen now. Blanco up to 91 pitches here in the top of the fifth. Here comes the first pitch to Bobby Wiff Jr. Strike on the inside corner, 88 miles an hour. Oh and 1 with 1 out, 2 runners on. Here comes the pitch to Wiff Jr. That one's a little outside. And I am going to keep saying Wiff Jr. I just think it's funny. It's even funnier when he actually does swing and miss or strike out, because then he earns the name. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the even count pitch. Whoa, up and in. Backed him off a little bit. 85 mile per hour brush back. 2 balls, 1 strike. This will be the 95th pitch of the game for Blanco. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. In the dirt, it's a tapper to the right side. Singleton tosses to Blanco. He gets to first. They've got him. Holy cow, that was close, guys. That was close. He got him at first. So Wiff Jr. grounds out. Little tapper to Singleton. Singleton gets this toss right. And they're going to take a look at it. The Royals are going to take a look to make sure that Rennell got his foot on the bag, but it looks like he clearly did. Runners advance to second and third, but there are now 2 outs. Yeah, it looks like it's going to stand. They're not going to challenge it. Michael Massey comes to the plate. First pitch to him is 95 miles an hour, right in there for strike 1. 0-1 is the count. Blanco quickly goes into the next pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That was an 86 mile per hour curve. One ball, 1 strike. 3 hits for each team right now. Here comes the pitch. 95 outside for ball 2. 2-1. Blanco now up to 98 pitches. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss on that curveball. Nice pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Too much. This is the 100th pitch of the game, guys. Come on, shut it down right here. Swing and a miss. I mean, a foul ball. I'm sorry. Swing and a foul ball. Man, I was really hoping that the inning would end with 100 pitches, just like I did with Kikuchi, but he didn't get it either. It seems to work out like that, right? They never seem to get it on the 100th pitch. 2-2. Here comes the 101st pitch by Blanco. Strike 3, guys. Blanco hops off the mound, skips off the mound like a little kid. He's very happy with that one. Strike 3, gets out of the inning. Beautiful end to the first 5 innings of ball for Blanco. Check this out. Look at his reaction here. Woo-hoo. Yeah, how do you like that? Strike out, strike out, strike out. How many strikeouts is that for Blanco in this game? Not too many. Yeah, he's got, what? No, that's Marsh. I was looking at the wrong. He's got 3 strikeouts. Not too many. 3 strikeouts in 5 innings. It's not a lot, but 3 hit ball. He's given up no runs. So despite having to go through a ton of pitches, guys, Blanco had to throw 101 pitches in just 5 innings. But he gets the job done. He doesn't give up any runs. How many walks did he give up? 4. 4 walks and 3 strikeouts. It's guaranteed we will not see Blanco in the 6th inning, guys. There's no way. Not at 101 pitches. Scott was warming up in the bullpen, so he'll be in for the Astros. But coming up in the bottom of the 5th, Shea Whitcomb, Mauricio Dubon, and my personal hero, Jose Altuve, are coming up to bat. Okay, Pam says, praying for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do need it. There's more detail I could give you guys about what the doctor said, but it's very negative. And so for now, I'll just choose to ignore it and hope for the best, hope for things to change. Sweet Richard says, what's the record for consecutive Astros shutouts? Consecutive Astros shutouts. I guess you're talking about in Astros history. How many games in a row? Let's see. There must be a list. Most consecutive shutouts. Now, are you talking about most consecutive shutouts by pitcher? Or most consecutive shutouts by team? Let's see. I think we're back in the game right now. Yeah, we are. 1-2 on Whitcomb already, and the next pitch, he gets a hit. So while I'm trying to look up the information about the shutouts, Whitcomb gets a hit to center field. So he's on base. Leadoff hitter is on base. So we have a runner on first. Awesome. That's the kind of thing I like to see. And I need to change the base pads. I never changed them from the Royals. There we go. First pitch to Dubon is ball 1. Whitcomb on first, no outs. Doobie at the plate. Doobie doobie doo. With his awesome shoes I'd like to have. Man, if I had shoes like that, all of my classmates would think I was just rich. It looks like that's going to be a double play ball. It is. Bounce straight to Bobby Wiff Jr. He tosses it to second, then over to first for the double play. So our leadoff base runner is eliminated just like that. Come on, Doobie. What are you doing, Doobie? Okay, so as soon as I put the base runner on, I have to take him off. Womp womp. 2 outs. That brings up Jose Altuve, guys. Here comes the pitch to Altuve. High and outside, ball 1, 96 miles an hour. Altuve is yet to have a hit this game. He's batting .295 right now. He needs to bring that back up. Come on, time for a hit. That one's outside. 94 miles an hour. Ball 2. Good eye by Altuve so far. 2-0. Big little man. Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Altuve. That was ball 2 right there on the screen. That one's way outside for ball 3. Altuve threatening to walk. I wonder if he's going to be swinging his butt off on this pitch or just letting it go and hoping for the walk. Probably he's going to be letting it go and hoping for the walk. Here comes the pitch. No, he swings away. I guess he thought he'd go for it. But he fouls that one down the third baseline for strike 1. I think during the next break I need to take a moment to clear my nose. Bouncer down the third baseline there. Here comes the next pitch to Altuve. This one's hit high in the center field. The crowd reacted, but it was not going anywhere. That'll be out number 3. Nothing doing for the Astros despite the leadoff base runner. Altuve flies out for the final out of the inning. That'll be 3 straight outs for Altuve, unfortunately. And nothing doing again in the bottom of the 5th, but the Astros are riding their 3-run 4th inning up 3-0 over the KC Royals. The KC Mac Royals with cheese. 3 hits for the Royals, 4 hits for the Astros. It looks like they've changed some information on the screen, guys. Earlier in the game, Mauricio Dubon had a hit that was missed by Whiff Jr., Bobby Whiff Jr., and they chalked it up as an error. But they have since removed that error and given a hit to Mauricio Dubon. So good for Dubon and good for Whiff. But I'm still kind of divided on that. I feel like that's the kind of play that a professional major leaguer should make. I guess they looked at it and determined that even if he had caught it, he wouldn't have been able to throw him out at first. And then gave the hit to Dubon. So it is what it is. Let's see. I'm trying to look up some of this information. You mentioned, you asked about the most shutouts. For the Astros. That's difficult information to find. I'm not really sure. I Googled it. Haven't been able to find it yet. Taylor Scott is on the mound, guys, so I can change my graphic on the screen to Taylor. Taylor Scott. The Royals are basically now into the bottom of the batting order. First one is Salvador Perez. Here's the first pitch from Scott. Way high, 94 miles an hour. No less than a foot out of the zone for ball 1. Next pitch is a swing and a miss. Wow. 1-1 is the count. Salvador Perez did walk in the first. He swings at this one, fouls it away for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes a 1-2 pitch to Perez. Bounced foul down the third baseline. Bounces off the KC dugout. Count remains 1-2. Let me see if there's anything going on in the chat. Remove runners from the bases again. Yes, I forgot again. Oh, now it's okay. Okay. Thank you, Pam. Thank you for the help. That pitch is high, 94 miles an hour for ball 2. The count is even. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball. 95 up in the zone. Perez staying alive. Most consecutive shutouts by the Astros. It's not always easy to find stats like that. This one's hit hard, straight at Whitcomb. Great catch over at third. That could have been an extra base hit, even for a big, slow guy like Perez. Out number 1. Nice one. Whitcomb with the Bregman-style catch over there. Dependable over at third. MJ Melendez comes to the plate with 1 out, no runners on. That pitch was a little outside and low, but the umpire says, you know what? I like it. Strike 1. 0-1 is the count. Here comes the next pitch from Scott. A little high and inside. Ball 1. Count is even. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. That was a little low and outside. Ball 2. 2-1. Astros have had 5 in previous years. Here comes the next pitch. This one's fouled back for strike 2. The count is now 2-2. I guess, Pam, you said 5 in previous years. I guess you're talking about 5 in a row? 5 games in a row? Here comes the next pitch. That one misses for ball 3. The count is now full against MJ Melendez. 1 out, no runners on. Umpire calls timeout. Melendez backs out of the box and takes a little break, a little breather. Taylor Scott brings the next pitch in, but that's going to be way inside for ball 4. Walkout number 5 for the Astros, 4 for Blanco, and now 1 for Scott. Casey now has a base runner with 1 out. There we go. Here comes the pitch to the next batter, which is Fermin. That's right in there for strike 1, 94 miles an hour. Cruises right in on the inside corner. Nice pitch by Scott. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That one's hit hard to right field. That's going to be down for a single. That's going to be hit number 4 for the Royals. They've got 2 runners on, first and second. Fermin with the hit off Scott. That brings up Yuli Gurriel with 2 runners on. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a fly out. Here comes the first pitch from Scott. That one's right in there, curveball, 85 miles an hour, strike 1. 1 out. Runners on first and second. Yuli Gurriel batting against Taylor Scott. Next pitch is outside and low for ball 1. The count is now even. That one was 88 miles an hour, but interestingly enough, did not go into the future nor the past. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High and inside, fouled back by Gurriel. Count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Here comes the next pitch from Scott. Another one fouled back by Gurriel. The count remains 1-2. Any comments in the chats here? Yeah. Okay, Pam says yes, thank you. I wish I had a better way of searching stats than using Google. I think it's insufficient, like inefficient sometimes. That pitch was inside for ball 2, just barely missing the corner, but can't complain about it. It was a ball, 87 mile per hour splitter. Taylor missing the strike 3 there, but it wouldn't have been fair to call that a strike. It missed. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Foul tip. That ball hit Yiner, and he's having to walk it off. That foul tip hurt him. It looks like it bounced off of Yiner and the umpire. And Yiner's still kind of walking around. It looks like it hit him on the leg. Man, that hit both of them. Yiner's finally back behind the plate. Getting back into position. It looks like he's all right after walking that off. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Taylor. 1 out, 2 runners on. Here comes the pitch. Wow, way high, 94 miles an hour. Good foot out of the zone. Good at bat by Yuli, showing some patience. That's a full count. Hector Neris is already warming up in the bullpen for the Astros. Next pitch is lined into left field. That's going to score a run. Yuli Gurriel gets an RBI. He brings in the first run for the Kansas City Royals. First game back in Minute Maid Park, Gurriel punishes the Astros with an RBI to left field. I just had a kind of a feeling that Gurriel might do that. Gurriel, and he did. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to. I didn't want to make it happen. And Gurriel is brought out of the game. They have a pinch runner who comes in the game. They're now out on the mound talking to Taylor Scott. Giving Hector Neris some time to warm up. They bring in a pinch runner for Gurriel at first base. That'll be it for him. Runners on the corners now with one out, guys. They break up the meeting on the mound. Taylor back up on the rubber, facing Michael Garcia. Here's the first pitch to Garcia from Scott. Ooh, 94 miles an hour right on the outside corner. Strike one. Taylor Scott in the past has been pretty lights out, but man, in this inning, not so much. Runner goes to second. Yiner does not throw. That's going to be strike two. But the Royals have their runner on second base now, second and third. With that non-throw, Diaz fakes the throw and then looks to third, but there's no play. Garcia swings and misses on the next pitch, 95 miles an hour, out number 2, as Scott picks up a strikeout. That brings up Kyle Isbell. Look at this. This is the non-throw to second and the fake to third. There's a strikeout. 2 outs now, runners on second and third. Kyle Isbell at the plate, swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch by Taylor Scott, low in the zone, 87 miles per hour. Strike one. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Strike two on the outside corner and low, 87 miles an hour. 0-2 against Kyle Isbell. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Here in the bottom of the 6th, the Astros trying to get out of this inning without any more damage. Here comes the 0-2 pitch in the dirt. 88 miles an hour. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This will be the 30th pitch of the inning for Taylor Scott. 30 pitches this inning. That's crazy. That one is low and outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the order is up after Isbell. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This one's fouled out to the left side into the crowd. That count will remain 2-2. That's funny. Guy in the crowd made a catch with one hand, and he was playing with the kid, acting like he was going to give it to him, and he finally did. The next pitch from Scott is way outside, nowhere near the zone. Not even a threat to be swinging at that one. Ball 3. The count is full. There it is right there. He's like, whoop. Finally gives it to him. And then we get the terrible pitch by Scott. Here comes the full count pitch by Scott. Calls strike 3 on the outside corner, guys. Wow. Isbell is smiling about that one. He thinks it's a joke. But, you know, once again, when it's just close, anywhere near the zone, you got to be careful about that because, especially with this umpire, he's been expanding the zone all day long. But Scott gets the strikeout, and that is the third out of the inning. Thank goodness gracious, the Astros preserve their lead 3-1. Scott has a rough inning, gives up a run. And I'm going to reiterate, I've said this before in my other live streams, but I'm going to say it again. I'm getting tired of seeing a reliever come in, a guy who, and I'm not just talking about Scott, I'm talking about any reliever. Okay? Your starting pitcher goes through 5, 6, 7 innings and gives up basically nothing. No runs. Okay? Then you have a reliever come in who only pitches 1 inning. That's all he does is pitch 1 inning. And he gives up runs. Am I missing something? It's just one of those things. I mean, if I'm a relief pitcher, okay, my goal is to keep my arm strong, to keep my hand and my fingers tough so that I can throw as many pitches as it takes in 1 inning to get the outs that I need to get. But to have the control and the power that I need to get the outs that I need and not give up base runners, not give up walks, not give up hits. I need to be throwing stuff that the batters cannot hit. That means I need really good movement, and I need to be able to have the control to put that ball anywhere I want. And I feel like if you have all of this time, to work on your pitches, and you only have to come in and pitch 1 inning, how is it that you can come in and give up runs after your starting pitcher goes 5, 6, or 7 innings without giving up any runs? And then suddenly the relievers come in and blow the game sometimes, you know, like Abreu did. And I know that Scott only gave up 1, but it could have been a lot worse. This game could have been tied or worse very easily. It's a pet peeve thing of mine. Yordan Alvarez comes to the plate, guys, in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch to him is a little high and inside. My rant is finished. I won't say anything else. I promise I won't say anything else about the relievers. Next pitch is high, 76 miles an hour. Ball 2. Sam Long is on the mound for the Royals. Here's the next pitch by Long. That one's right in there, 85 miles an hour. Fouled away. Nice cut by Alvarez, but fouled away. That'll be strike 1. Two balls and 1 strike. One more home run and Alvarez will be at 30 for the year. He hits that one sky high. It's going to go all the way over to the stands, and it's going to just barely get into the stands by about 20 feet. Strike 2, 2-2. Sam Long. Sam Long. We have a picture of Sam Long. Yes, we do. This one's fouled away, 86 miles an hour, right in there. Let me save Sam Long's picture if I can. Man, I need an actual picture of him. This one's hit hard. Center field, way back, guys. It could be gone. It's over. Number 30 of the year, Yordan Alvarez, with another home run, guys. I kid you not. Yordan Alvarez, home run number 30 to center field, just over the fence, just enough to get over the fence off of Sam Long. Check it out. Boom. How do you like that? Yordan Alvarez, and he gets another hug from Jeremy Pena as he goes into the dugout. This is 4 years. 4 years in a row with 30-plus home runs for Yordan Alvarez in a season. 4 seasons in a row. He's very happy right now to be hitting those home runs in Minute Maid Park. I am too, bro. I am too. Very happy to be seeing that. Excellent. 4-1 Astros. Yainer Diaz at the plate. First pitch taken for ball 1. Just got the second pitch swing and a miss. Strike 1, and that one's fouled off for strike 2, 1-2. Yordan is third in Astros history for multi-home run games. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Yainer Diaz at the plate facing Sam Long. This one's tapped right back to Long. He throws over to first, no problem. Diaz grounds out for the first out of the inning. That was a 79-mile-per-hour curve that Yordan launched on, by the way. Here's that. I'm trying to show that ground out by Diaz. Yeah, boom, no big deal. They're going to show that curveball hit by Yordan again. Curveball, and look at him, he's like, is that going out? Is that going out? I like how he stopped and looked at it. Jeremy Pena comes up with the very first pitch. He hits it to center field, and that's going to be easily playable. He flies out for the second out of the inning. Two outs, and that brings up Ben Gamel. Still waiting for that second home run for Ben Gamel. He had one, his first one of the year recently. That first pitch is in there for strike 1. Oh, that next pitch is in the dirt with a half-hearted swing, and that'll be strike 2. Where's that replay? Show me the replay. There it is. Boom. Strike 1 there. This next strike on Gamel, strike 2, it's pretty pathetic. It was in the dirt. That one's also in the dirt, but he doesn't swing. That'll be ball 1. 1-2 is the count. Look at that. That was terrible. Gamel, you can make up for it by hitting another home run right now. If you do that, then all will be forgiven about that lazy swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. He goes down swinging on that one. 94 miles an hour, up and out. That one's in the dirt. So Gamel goes down swinging. And that's out number 3. And that's it for the bottom of the 6th. But Yordan erases that 1 run that the Royals got by coming back with a solo home run of his own. The game is 4-1. Astros and the Royals going into the top of the 7th. Both teams have 5 hits. Let's see. Sam Long. Let's see if I can save this image. I'm trying to get an image for him that I can save on the screen. I think I just got one. They will probably have a different picture by the time I get it changed, guys. But it's all good. No big deal. Sam Long. Sam Long. One second. There we go. So who's going to be coming in? I'm going to guess it's Hector Neris. It might not be, but that's who I saw warming up earlier. So I'm just going to take a risk and change it. If I have to change it again, I'll do it. All right. Back to the game. Been so busy on this game, I haven't taken a single sip of my coffee in a while. I also need to check on my live stream, guys. Hector Neris is indeed on the mound here in the top of the 7th for the Astros. What have you guys been doing in the chat? Let's see. Richard says Astros major league record for consecutive shutouts is by the Pittsburgh Pirates, 6 in 1903. Astros had 3 in 1991. Very first pitch is fouled back by Tommy Pham, just out of play. Diaz is not able to make the play. That will be strike 1. 0-1 is the count. This one's hit really hard right at Pena. Pena scoops it up, makes a good catch. Fires it over to first for the first out. So Neris gets the ground out on the second pitch of the inning. That was what you call a routine ground ball, but that ball was hit hard, and that bounce was anything but routine. Very convincing play by Pena that time. One away, Bobby Wiff Jr. comes to the plate. He fouls that one back for strike 1. Strike uno. Thank you for doing this. Mary Marino, the relievers are not as good as the starters generally. Yeah, and it seems backwards to me. Mary, it really does. Here's the 0-2. I'm sorry, the 0-1 pitch. I'm looking at his batting for the game. Wiff Jr. is 0-2, over 2 in the game. But now he's 0-2 with that strike, that swing, and Wiff, Bobby Wiff Jr. Take a look at the second pitch here. Wiff, Bobby Wiff. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Wiff. Fouled back. The count remains 0-2. Mary, and you're welcome. I wanted to say you're welcome. I'm happy to do it. As long as my health allows and I have the time and the energy, then I will definitely be here. So you're welcome. Thank you for being here. 0-2 pitch. That's hit hard to left field. That might be gone, and it is. It is, just like that. Wiff Jr. punishes Neris again for another home run. I think that's 2 home runs that Neris has given up, and the crowd is booing, as they should. Terrible pitch by Neris. Line drive home run, no doubt. Laser shot to left field, straight into the Crawford boxes. That was destroyed. Come on. Hector Neris cutting the Astros lead in half with a 1 pitch, 4-2. 1 out. A 1-out home run to left field for Wiff Jr. So, with 2 home runs, those are the hits that he has in this series. Otherwise, the Astros have just completely shut him down. So it's all or nothing with Wiff Jr. He's either Wiff Jr. or he's Home Run Jr. Michael Massey comes to the plate. He quickly takes a ball, swings for strike 1, and then Hector Neris quickly comes in with another pitch. That one's outside for ball 2, 2-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Man, Neris is moving very quickly. I can't even keep up. He must be a little upset. That's fine. If he's going to get strikes, be as upset as you want. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the even pitch count. Strike 3, swing and miss. Why didn't you do that with Wiff Jr., my friend? Should have gotten angry before the home run, not after. That's a strikeout. Out number 2. Man, once again, well, no, I said I wouldn't say anything. I'm not going to say anything. Here comes the next pitch. First pitch to Salvador Perez, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. I told you guys I wouldn't say anything else about the relievers. I'll just let you think what you want to think. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Neris looking ticked off. He's pitching very fast, very aggressively right now, getting a lot of strikes. Ground ball to third base. Whitcomb scoops it up. Makes a terrible throw to Singleton, but Singleton with an amazing catch at first base to save that and get the third out of the inning. Excellent play by Singleton to save that. That could have been an error in an extra base for the lumbering Perez. Man, what a good catch by Singleton. Glover McGloverton on that play. It is now the 7th inning stretch, guys. So what I'm going to do is hop up right quick, put this on mute, blow my nose, and I'll be right back, okay? And I need to get myself a little something to drink. God bless America. I don't know the lady that was singing it just now, but I didn't get to hear it. I was in the kitchen grabbing myself some lemon water that I had sitting in the fridge overnight. Nice healthy drink. I'm going to check into the chat right quick to see what's going on. Pam Flaler, thank you so much. 56 people. Wow. See, that's what I was talking about, guys. Whenever I get the likes up to at least 20, I start to get a bigger influx of people. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you all for being here and supporting the channel. Remember to like, leave some comments if you can. If you are interested in the Astros games and the playoffs coming up. And also, if I can, I'd like to try to do some other playoff games when the Astros aren't playing, if I can. Then you can subscribe to get those alerts. Also, if you're interested in LSU football games, I'm going to be trying to do those. I won't be able to start doing that until next week, so the opener I will not be able to do today. John McSingleton comes to the plate. He had a 2-run homer to follow Yordan Alvarez's homer in the 4th inning. First pitch to him is a ball. Second one is in there for strike 1. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Carlos Hernandez is on the mound now for the Royals. I believe that I might have his image in my folder. If so, I will add it, but give me just a moment. 98 miles an hour on that pitch, up and in. Singleton fouls it off to stay alive. Man, that was a He fought that pitch off. Carlos Hernandez. I'm pretty sure that I have his picture. Let me go check. Yes, I do. Put him right there. Next pitch. Is on the way finally. Low inside. Ball 2. The count is even, 2-2. I accidentally muted the video so I couldn't hear what was going on while I was on the other screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch to Singleton. Swing and a foul tip caught by Fermin. That's going to be strikeout number 1 for the pitcher Hernandez. Singleton goes down on that foul tip strikeout. So Single McSingleton moves from Homer McHomerton to Strikeout McStrikerton. It brings up Jake Myers. First pitch to him is on the outside corner, check swing, but that's a strike. So strike 1 on Myers. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Fouled back, 99 miles an hour. Here's the next pitch to Myers. That's a strike. Outside, strike 3. Myers goes down looking. So after the Myers count, he goes all in on strike 3. It is now 5:10 in the morning. I can just now start to see the sun coming up outside. First signs of dawn. First pitch to Shea Whitcomb is a ball. 1-0 is the count. Shea did have a single his last at bat and was stranded on base. Swing and a miss there for strike 1. 2 outs, no runners on. 1-1 is the count. 100 miles an hour from Hernandez, fouled back by Whitcomb. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Man, that was a fireball. Here comes the next pitch. 99 up and in, swing and a miss. Complete whiff on that one. That was a terrible pitch to be swinging at, but I guess if it's coming so fast, you don't have much time to think. That's strikeout number 2 for Hernandez, or number 3 rather. Yeah, he had 3 strikeouts. Holy crap. So the Astros go down, strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. Nothing doing in the 7th inning. That's it. Just like that. 3 up and 3 down for Carlos Hernandez. I wonder if they will leave him in for the next inning. I would feel comfortable, more comfortable, if the Astros would put some extra insurance runs on the board. 2 runs is not a very big lead. Top of the 8th. Who are they going to have in for the Astros? Are they going to bring in Presley? Are they going to bring in Abreu? What do you guys think? I haven't put up a poll. I need to have a poll. We got 46 people following along right now. Thank you so much for being here. Got 26 likes. If we get to 30, that will be a record for my live stream. 20 is my goal right now because it really helps with the algorithms and all that good stuff. It gives me some love for the channel. So I really, really do appreciate your efforts to get me to 20, especially Pam for reminding everybody. Thank you so much. I'm so busy sometimes focused on the game. I don't click over and say too much. I'm trying to follow the chat, but at the same time, making sure that I stay on top of the play-by-play is very important. Let's see here. There we go. What do you think about the next series? Brian Abreu is on the mound for the Astros. 96 miles an hour right out of the gate from Abreu for strike one. I got a little poll for you guys if you're interested. Just a kind of an easy poll. 97 miles an hour, low and away for ball one. 1-1 is the count. Here comes the next pitch from Abreu. That one's hit hard to right field. That's all the way to the wall. It's off the wall. Gamble throws it into second, and MJ Melendez is into second with a double, a one-hopper off the wall. So Abreu with a lead-off double off the wall to Melendez. The Astros relievers continue to look like garbage compared to the starters. Runner on second, no outs. That brings up Freddie Fermin. That's a strike on the outside corner, low and away, 88 miles an hour. Brian Abreu, man, I swear, you of all pitchers right now make me so nervous. There's a ground ball to Whitcomb. Whitcomb keeps the runner at second and then fires to first for the out. That'll be one down with runner on second. There we go. Got the pitcher updated on the screen, but Abreu is a little small. Let me make him a little bit bigger so it's more proportional. That's better. One out, guys. Adam Frazier comes to the plate. He'll be pinch hitting for Gurriel. Blanco had come in to pinch run for Gurriel, but Frazier will be in the game as a pinch hitter. 85 miles an hour on the outside of the plate, way outside actually. Ball one, 1-0. That tastes good. Nice lemon water. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Inside, 86 miles an hour. Gets the corner and the call. Strike one, the count's even. Runner on second, one out in the top of the eighth. Brian Abreu facing Adam Frazier. Next pitch is a ground ball to short. It might be a double. No, not a double play. I'm sorry. Pena fires over to first. That was a little strange. I almost said Pena goes for the double play, but that was because Pena had Melendez almost in a bad position. Melendez acted like he was going to try to run, and Pena was about to come and get him. But then he fired over to first to get the out at first. That was weird. If you watch the replay here, you can see a little confusion at shortstop. But Pena ultimately goes to first to get the outs. That's two away. Runner on second. Michael Garcia is at the plate. First pitch is 96 miles an hour, strike one. Here comes the second pitch from Abreu. This one's hit to second base. Dubon scoops it up, fires the first, and that's it, guys. That's it for this inning. Yeah, this was weird right here. Just it's like, what's going on? What's going on? And then Pena fires the first to get the out. So despite the double off the wall, Abreu does pick up two more ground balls. The final out of the inning as Garcia grounds out to Dubon. Dubon making another really good, quote, routine ground ball that is anything but routine. These balls are not easy to catch. That's it. Awesome. So we're going to go into the bottom of the eighth. Astros still leading 4-2. 7 hits for the Royals, but only 2 runs. 5 hits for the Astros with 4 runs. Astros' run efficiency is much better, but they've got the lead regardless. What do we have going on in the chat? Anything interesting? Not yet. 2 votes so far. Will the Astros sweep the Reds? Certainly. 100%. Nobody will win the series, likely lose 2-1. Right now we have 3 votes, 100%. Certainly. I feel like if the Astros can sweep the Royals in 4 games, then they are more than capable of sweeping the Reds in 3. I think they've only got 3 games versus the Reds, right? Let me double check the schedule right quick, and I'll let you guys know what's coming up for the Astros. They are going to be playing the Reds and the Diamondbacks. That's right. 3 games at Cincinnati, and then they're going to have a lot of games at home versus the Diamondbacks and the A's. I'm really hoping that the Astros sweep the A's at home. I want them to get revenge. They've been getting revenge on the Royals with this series. It would be really nice to see them get more revenge against the A's. All right, guys, it looks like Hernandez is going to stay on the mound for the Royals. No, he's not. They just haven't changed the information on the screen. There is a new pitcher. It's a left-handed pitcher, is it? Or is it? No, it's a right-handed pitcher. This is John Schraber. He's going to be facing Mauricio Dubon. I'm pretty sure that I have Schreiber's, or Schreiber. Is that how you say his name? John Schreiber. It's hit into left field. It's going to drop in for a hit. Mauricio Dubon is off with a leadoff hit, the very first pitch of the bottom of the 8th. How do you like that? Schreiber. How do you spell that? I need to double check. Okay, I've got it. Dubon is on first base with Jose Altuve at the plate, guys. Here comes the pitch to Altuve. First pitch, he swings 93 miles an hour, a little high. Dubon on first there. I think I can show a replay. Don't they have a replay? Yeah, here it is. There's that Dubon hit out to left field. Good hit by Dubon. Here comes the second pitch to Altuve. Altuve fouls that one off for strike 2. 0-2 against Altuve. Altuve takes a moment. Gets a little timeout, a little breaky break. No outs. Dubon on first. Altuve at the plate with an 0-2 count. Here comes the pitch. He taps this one to the pitcher. He dives for it. He's not going to have a play. That's going to be an infield hit. John Schreiber dives to catch that bouncer from Altuve, but Altuve is able to get a hit because Schreiber just tumbles to the ground. What a hilarious play there. Altuve finally gets a hit in the game in the funniest way possible. Let's take a look at that. They're not going to show a replay on it, but I've got it on delay on my bottom screen so I can show it to you guys. Here it comes. Little tapper, and then Schreiber dives for it, and he can't quite get it out of the glove, so nothing doing. Altuve on first base. Dubon on second. No outs, guys. Guess who's coming to the plate? Yordan Alvarez. 2 home runs. Is he going to have another 3 home run game? Is he going to do it again? Is he going to do it again, guys? It's a big question. We'll see. Here's the first pitch. 88 miles an hour. And that ball does not go back to the future. Strike 1 against Alvarez. Runners on first and second, no outs. Here's the pitch to Yordan. That one's hit really hard to right field. Is it going to be gone? You're kidding me. It's to the warning track. No, it's going to be caught at the warning track. It was so close. Dubon tags and goes to third. He will just make it. Holy cow, guys. Yordan Alvarez is smiling as he walks to the dugout because he just missed another home run. I mean, just by a few feet. Holy cow. Let me click the live button there. Check this out. Look how close. Right at the wall. Right at the wall. Yordan doesn't look too happy about that. Man, what a big swing. I'm going to pause this for a moment just to get it behind the live. Yainer Diaz at the plate. Strike one with that foul tip by Yainer Diaz. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, or the 0-1 count rather, to Diaz. Runners on the corners. Fouled back. 0-2. And I need to update the base runners. There we go. Four to 2, the Astros lead with runners on the corners, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Yainer Diaz at the plate. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Oh my gosh, that was way outside. How in the world did Furman catch that? Altuve dives back to first, but there was no throw there. One ball, 2 strikes to Diaz. Here's the pitch. Wow, another wild one way up high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. All Diaz has to do is get a slow roller or a little single and it will score a run. Here's the 2-2 pitch. This one's hit up the middle. It's going to drop. That's going to be a hit. And that's going to be another run scored for the Astros. Diaz with a double. Diaz burns around first base and gets into second. Altuve to third. Yainer Diaz with a double to right center field. Yes, that's what we're talking about right there, guys. That is what we're talking about. I'm kind of surprised, though, that Altuve didn't score. Devon able to walk home, no problem. Now the Astros have runners on first and second. I'm sorry, second and third with just 1 out. An opportunity to add to the lead. It's 5-2 right now. Big meeting on the mound by the Royals, the Big Mac Royals with cheese. They've got Chris Stratton in the bullpen going. I guess they wanted to buy some time in case they need to bring him in. Jeremy Pena comes to the plate. Infield is way in. I guess they're looking for that bunt. Look how far they're in on the grass. Pitch inside, 81 miles an hour, ball 1. 8 hits now for the Astros. 8 to KC's 7. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Pena. Outside, ball 2. Fine by me. Do you guys want to see a Ben Gamel grand slam? I do. 2 balls, no strikes to Pena. Here comes the pitch. Low, ball 3. Ben Gamel on deck, guys, with a potential walk in the making here. Runners on second and third with 1 out. Here comes the pitch to Pena. That one's right in there, 92 miles an hour in the zone. Strike 1. No doubt about that one. Three balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Pena hits that up the middle. It's going to get through. It's going to be a base hit. It's going to score 2 runs, guys. Pena does it. Altuve walks home. Diaz runs all the way in to score. Pena does it with a single right up the middle. He wasn't willing to let Gamel steal the limelight there. He puts 2 more runs on the board for your Houston Astros. Our Houston Astros. Jeremy Pena. That's going to be it for John Schraber. They're bringing him out of the game. We'll have a pitching change. as the Astros celebrate in the dugout. 7-2, guys. The Astros blow it open again here in the 8th inning. How do you like that? Once again, what we have going on here is a great starting pitcher performance, the Astros bats showing up, and the relievers being shaky. It seems to be the combination recently. But the Astros are up 5 runs here in the bottom of the 8th, and it's not over yet. There's only 1 out, and our speedster, the Flash, Jeremy Pena, is on first base. Let's go and check in the live chat and see what's going on here. Man, I love the Astros, Parker. Me too. I do too. I really do. You know, I know that it's sometimes stressful to watch the games when, you know, they're not doing what they should do or could do, or they lose games that they should win. Like if they're ahead by like 5 runs and then they just blow the game, it's difficult. It can be stressful, but I'm fighting cancer, man. So I remember last year I had a blood clot in my leg. I almost died. I had to go to the hospital. I was literally hospitalized in Hiroshima for 2 months. And I remember coming out of the hospital right in the middle of the Astros series versus the Rangers. And I'm sorry that, you know, the Astros lost. I was really sad about that. But I kid you not, Game 5 was my first day out of the hospital. And since I didn't want to go all the way back to my house that day, I stayed locally at a hotel. And that night, I was lying on the bed in the hotel watching that game by myself. And Jose Altuve hit that 8-running home run, that 3-run homer to give the Astros the lead and ultimately win the game. I was so excited, I kid you not. And this is a true story. I raised my hands before he hit that pitch and it went out. I kid you not. I just had the feeling it was something big was going to happen, and it did. I was so happy. Man, stuff like that really cheers me up. I just love Altuve. Love the Astros. 1 ball to Ben Gamel from Stratton. Gamel hits it to Whiff Jr., but Whiff is not able to get Pena at second. That slow hit by Gamel to Whiff was just too slow, so Pena was able to advance into scoring position. 2 outs now with Single McSingleton, who is Homer McHomerton this game. He had a 2-run shot back in the 4th. Curveball in there for strike 1. I might have Chris Stratton's picture in my folder. Let me see. Do I? Yes, I do. Next pitch is on the way to Singleton. Whoops. I clicked on the wrong thing. I think that's right. There we go. Singleton hits that one hard opposite field. Man, he's threatening again to hit another home run to the opposite field, but that one floats away into the crowd really high in the air. He's got the Myers count on him now, 0-2. Next pitch from Stratton. Low and outside for ball 1, 1-2. Pena on second with 2 outs. The Astros have scored 3 runs this inning. 7-2 is the lead. 9 hits so far for the Stros. Will there be 10 this inning? We'll see. Here's the next pitch to Singleton. In the dirt, Pena is not able to advance. That one stays in front of Fermin. He's able to block it and contain it so that Pena cannot advance. But that ball went around like a pinball. The count is even, 2-2. Will Singleton be able to catch up with Jordan and tie him for 2 home runs in this game? We'll see. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Chris Stratton. That one's in the zone, fouled back, 91 miles an hour. That was a good one to pull, but Singleton just got too far underneath it. Man, that would have been a really good one for Singleton to rip. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. 2-2-2-2-2. Wow, that was close. Check swing by Singleton. They say he did not go around, so that will be ball 3, a full count. That was close. Look at this. Whoop. Man, I'm surprised he didn't say he went around. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Singleton. Here comes the pitch. That's a walk. That's in the dirt. Good pitch. Good at bat. Man, that was a battle, and Singleton wins it with that. And ball in the dirt. Boom. Astros have 2 runners on with 2 outs. First pitch to Jake Myers is low and away for ball 1. He avoids the Myers count. Good for you, man. 1 ball, no strikes to Jake Myers. Richard says, why is there a break in red series? That next pitch is outside for ball 2, 2-0. 85 miles an hour on that pitch. Good takes by Myers right now, not swinging at that stuff out of the zone. 2-0, here comes the pitch. That one's in there, and he swings at that one, 84 miles an hour, but fouled away. Strike 1. That's a good question, Richard. Let me take a look at the schedule. Third, yeah, that's right. They've got a break after the first game. That's interesting. I don't know what to tell you there. That is interesting. Here comes the next pitch to Myers. That one's low. Below the zone, 79 miles an hour, but fouled away by Myers. Not sure why he was swinging at that one. That evens the count, 2-2. Best record since the All-Star break, Astros, 24-16. Myers hits it to center field, but that's going to be right into the waiting glove of Isbell. He doesn't even have to move. He's just standing in the right spot for the out to end the inning, the 3rd out. So Myers drives it, but Isbell doesn't even have to move. Right into his glove there. Super easy. That's it for the Astros in the bottom of the 3rd, but they come away with 3 runs. Strand 2. But another good productive inning for the Astros bats. And I will clear the bases now. I'm actually remembering to do it. If the game is busier, I typically remember to clear the bases. I just got a really weird message. Let me check my live stream right quick. It says that YouTube is not receiving information from my live stream. But I believe that's incorrect information, so let me double check. Yeah. It is incorrect. I got a message from, I don't know what's going on with the software, but it said that YouTube wasn't receiving information from my live stream, but clearly I am. I just checked it, and it is. We're all good to go. Guys, we got almost 60 people following and listening in right now. Thank you so much. And we have 29 likes. 29. Just got 30. I was about to say, give me one more like. This is the highest like count I've had on a live stream so far. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Words cannot describe how thankful I am. This is a little milestone for me and this channel. 127 subs now. It's hard to believe that when I got up yesterday morning, I was at 109. I've gotten almost 20 subs since yesterday. Thank you so much. Everybody in the chat, everybody listening in, everyone who has just been here on the channel, either from the beginning or just recently, you're all appreciated. And for those of you who've stuck around and come back multiple times, you know who you are. I can look at you in the chat. Pam, you're one of those. Pam keeps reminding people to like more than I do. I really appreciate that. Caleb Ort is on the mound, guys, for the Astros in the top of the ninth. I don't think that Ort is a bad pitcher. I think he's a pretty good reliever. The first pitch is in there for strike one against Isbell. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a foul ball, 96 miles an hour, just like that. 2 strikes. I think that they had optioned Ort recently to AAA and then brought him back. I wasn't quite sure why they did that because I thought he was pretty good pitcher. Where is his... I know I've got his picture. There it is. Next pitch looks like it's fouled away. Caleb Ort. Let me change his name on the screen. There we go. Boom. Here's the next pitch from Ort. That one's fouled again. Diaz looks for it, but it's going to be out of play. Count remains 0-2. Oh and 2. This one's hit hard, way up in the air, out in right center field. Myers is over, puts it away. No problem. Jason Hayward was brought into the game. He's out in right field, replacing, it looks like, Ben Gamble, unless they moved Gamble to left. They're showing Hunter Brown's dog on the screen. There's that fly ball. That's the first. That's the foul ball. Tommy Pham is at the plate. High and inside. A little brushback by Ort. Ball 1. Here comes the next pitch to Tommy Pham. That's hit hard out to right field, but into the crowd. 98 miles an hour. Foul ball, strike 1. That's the fly out by the first batter, Isbell. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tommy Pham. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Ort. Pham swings, 98 mile per hour pitch high in the zone, hits straight up. Hayward comes in and calls. He comes running in and calls off Dubon at second base. That was hilarious. That was easily a catch for the second baseman. But Hayward came running in and called him off, and he ran out of the way at the last minute. That was funny. Called off Dubon. I'll show it to you in just a second, as soon as they show it. First pitch to Bobby Wiff Jr. is a fly ball to Pena, and he gets it. That's it. Wiff Jr. flies out to the infield for out number 3. That's it for the Kansas City Royals. The Astros locked down the sweep, guys. 7-2 is the final score of this game. There's the fly out where Hayward came in. You're seeing that on the screen. And now we can see a little live action as the Astros celebrate. That game is over. They are lined up, congratulating each other and giving each other some high fives, some low fives, a little bit of love, patting each other on the butt, a little bit of pat, patty, pat, a little pataroo. How about a little, first of all, a little love for you guys. Once again, today's live stream got up to 33 likes, a new record for my live stream. Thank you so much. Right now we have about 56 people tuning in. Thank you so much all around. Just wanted to give you a quick update on the game. The game just finished. The Astros win 7-2. And I'm going to give you a game summary. What happened in this game? 4-game sweep of the Kansas City Royals at home in Minute Maid Park. The Astros get revenge for their terrible performance at home last year. Very good game. Once again, Blanco, the starting pitcher, comes out, does his job. The relievers are a little shaky, but they hold the damage down to just 2 runs, and the Astros bats come alive, scoring 3, 1, and 3 in 3 separate innings. Let's go over the game summary right quick. Alvarez started it off with a home run, a solo shot in the bottom of the 4th. His first of 2 home runs in the game. Astros up 1-0. Right after that, Gamble got on base, and John Singleton came up to the plate in the same inning, homered, 2-run shot, Astros up 3-0. That was after 3 straight scoreless innings for both teams. Yuli Gurriel, of all people, came to the plate for the Royals in the top of the 6th, and with an RBI single, brought in the first run of the game. Astros 3-1. In the bottom of the 6th, Alvarez answered with another home run. A back-to-back home run by Alvarez to center, 404 feet, just barely over the wall. 4-1 Astros. In the top of the 7th, Bobby Wiff Jr. came to the plate and got his second home run of the series. But apart from that, he didn't really do anything at all this entire series. He was quiet, kept quiet by the Astros pitchers. It was really the Astros relievers that he was able to get a hold of with a couple of home runs. Astros led 4-2 going into the 8th. In the bottom of the 8th, the Astros started to tack on some more insurance runs. Diaz doubled to center, scoring both Dubon and moving Altuve to third, 5-2 Astros. Jeremy Pena came up after that, singled to center field, bringing in both Altuve and Diaz. Astros 7-2. Jordan would come to the plate in the 8th and drive another ball deep to center field, right at the wall, almost hitting his 3rd home run of the game and his second 3 home run game of the season. He was just a few feet shy of doing that. That was awesome. Let's take a look at the pitching performance by the Astros. Blanco went 5 innings today, and he threw 101 pitches in those innings. He had a very high pitch count. He had 4 walks, gave up 3 hits, but no runs. So he kept getting base runners and getting high counts, but he only allowed 3 hits and 0 runs. Taylor Scott came in and he almost let it get away from him. He allowed several base runners, 2 hits, and gave up 1 run to Yuli Gurriel. Hector Neris came in and he also gave up a hit and an earned run in the next inning. So the only 2 runs of this game were given up by Taylor Scott and Hector Neris, the relievers. Abreu came in the 8th inning, and he gave up a hit, but no runs. Caleb Ort came in and shut it down, giving up no hits, no runs, and no walks in the 9th inning. Astros win 7-2. How do you like that? 4-game sweep of the Royals. Astros are absolutely rolling right now. How many games in a row? That's 5 games in a row the Astros have won. Of the last 10, that's 1, 2, 3. So they are 6. They have won 6 of their last 10 games. They lost 2 against the Orioles. They lost 2 against the Phillies. But the rest of the games they have won. They swept the Orioles 6-4 for their last 10 games, coming back off a terrible performance versus the Phillies and the Orioles, giving up games that they should have won. But they are looking really hot right now. And listen to this. The Astros have scored 6 runs, 3 runs, 5 runs, and 7 runs in this series. So a total here of 21 runs scored by the Astros in the last 4 games. That's 5.25 runs average per game. That's awesome. Averaging 5 runs per game is awesome, especially with this pitching lineup that the Astros have. And who are they playing next? Tomorrow, they start their series with the Reds. This game is going to be played in Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. So this is an away game. The Astros will be leaving, I would imagine, later today or tonight, maybe, unless it's early in the morning. Maybe they'll be leaving early in the morning to go to Cincinnati. Astros are now 75-62. That's absolutely crazy considering where they started. What were they in the beginning of the season? Like 12-24 or something? It was really terrible, and their chances of making the playoffs were incredibly slim. But now they are leading the division and very much headed to the playoffs. So tomorrow's game is at 5:10 a.m., guys, and I plan to be calling that game. I haven't posted it yet on my channel, but I hope you can join me for that. I don't have to be at my class until 9 o'clock tomorrow, and I should be able to call this game because it should wrap up. As long as there are no extra innings, it should wrap up before 9 o'clock, before I have to go to school. So I will be calling that game tomorrow. I hope you can join me for that. Justin Verlander is scheduled to be on the mound for the Astros. I'm hoping that he can have a good outing. If he can go 6 innings at least and give up no more than a couple of runs, I'll be very happy about that. And I'm sure that the Astros and you guys will be as well. Now, just let's take a quick look at the scoreboard because I'm sure that you guys are interested in what's going on in the Astros division. Right now, the Rangers are leading the A's 2-1 in the top of the 8th. It appears that the A's have a runner on second with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. So they're trying to tie this game up and come back against the Rangers. How about Seattle? Seattle and the Angels, or Los Angeles Angels, are in the bottom of the 3rd. The Mariners are up 2-1. So that game has a long ways to go. Let's keep our fingers crossed that the Angels can beat the Mariners again and the Astros can extend their lead. That's all for the updates. Let me go back real quick to the chat and just get some updates. I want to respond to any comments here that I need to, and then that will be it for me. I'm going to try to get some rest before I get up to go to the hospital later. 62% of you think that the Astros will definitely sweep the Reds. 38% of you say that they'll definitely win the series, and none of you think that they'll lose the series, so that's good. Not surprising. Let's take a look at the chat here. Hit the like buttons, peeps. Thank you, Jordan, for saying that. I appreciate that. It's up over 30. I'm very, very happy for that today. Awesome. Thank you so much. Almost at 130 subscribers. Very awesome. Charles said there are 4 or 5 teams with Tuesday off due to scheduling with all the teams. ESPN had an article today on the MLB homepage. Okay, that's very interesting. I wasn't aware of that. Thank you for sharing. Charles says, in Jesus Christ's name, bring healing and blessings to this man hosting the game today. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All prayers, positive thoughts, well wishes, positive comments, anything at all of it is appreciated, guys. Pam says, woohoo, my guys. How great. Yes, absolutely. I agree 100%. Sweet Richard says, when are you going to simulcast again? Tomorrow. Very early tomorrow morning, around 5 a.m. Japan time. I don't know what time that is where you are, but for me, it's around 5 a.m. in the morning. Pam says, I'll be here. That's great, Pam. I look forward to seeing you there. If you keep coming to these live streams, I'm going to have to make you a moderator. You can have the power to kick people out. If opposing teams' fans come in and ruin the chat, you can kick them out. But that's it, guys. Once again, thank you so much for supporting me and the channel. I'm hoping that this can keep going as long as my health holds up. and my ability to have internet access and the time, I want to keep doing this, keep calling the Astros games, and as we move into the football season, I hope that I can call the LSU Tiger games as well, but I am really enjoying calling the Astros games, and I'm looking forward to being here with you guys continuously all the way through the playoffs and beyond. So let's just keep doing our best, and I guess I will end this live stream. All I have to say now is Go Stros. And by the way, one more quick thing. The total views for this live stream, almost 1,800, guys. Almost 1,800. And that's because of you. Thank you so much. This is a new record for my channel. I haven't had 1,800 views on any of my live streams ever in the history of all my YouTube channels. I've never had 1,800 live views, and that's a first. Thank you so much. Looking forward to more growth. I hope all of us can have a better and better life, feel better and better, have better health, more and more success, more and more love, and just like the Astros slogan, let's be relentless. Okay? Until tomorrow morning, Go Stros. See you guys.